Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa on Friday Feels or Friday Mood. We have David Palmer in the house, the Leo King, celebrity astrologer, DJ, TV personality, all the above.
Does it all.
You're still LaLa.
/ master.
That's right.
So what is behind the origin of the name, the Leo King?
Well, you know, it was interesting being a celebrity astrologer and being a Leo. It was like being just David Palmer and putting myself out there as an astrologer. I had to come up with a character to actually like express the astrology with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was actually
Being
very
a
Leo of you to do that.
It is kind of
If you
a
think
Leo
about
trait,
it.
but yeah,
Yes.
you know, being the Leo King, it kind of like being able to like take the pictures on the throne, or the way that I present my logo and the way that I present all the information comes from like a Leo standpoint of inspiration, positivity, but also kind of having that like kind of royal, like kind of snobby vibe.
So tell us how it came about. How did you like go, okay, I'm a celebrity astrologer. Like, how did that come about?
It came about being an astrologer really young, like in my teens, and using it at the high school parties. Like all the girls over here, all the guys over here, and you know, it's like icebreaker time, you know what I mean? Like, what side are you, right?
It's a good party trick.
It was great. And then in my 20s, it was like, I'm gonna go on reality TV and be an astrologer. So I was the first reality TV astrologer that went on. And really to push this whole world to start really, I don't even want to say accepting astrology, because I think it's like, if you start to get into that weird stigma about it and keep owning that, like a lot of astrologers do, it's going to continue it that way. So I'm like, I'm going to just embody being the astrologer of inspiration, just own it. Yeah. And that was why I created the Leo King.
I love it.
So how can people really embrace astrology to create a life that they love?
Well, number one is about realizing that the universe is talking to us every day. We're always just down on our cell phones. We're not looking up anymore. We're not looking at that the universe is speaking to us in front of us every day. So astrology really is about understanding the uniqueness of who you are, but that we're all interconnected. And that interconnection is found through, I mean, having little discussions of like, hey, what sign are you? And knowing your traits, knowing the psychology between everybody, but also knowing that we're all going through ups and downs. And it's like, the astrology is actually teaching us. And you can just use the moon cycle, right? Full moon, new moon cycles, especially when we do like a new moon ceremony or a full moon ceremony. It's super important for us. These are potent times in life where you can actually really connect for manifestation or being aligned in your life to understand what's going on.
So I have a question for you, because obviously I know I'm one with the universe. Obviously I know that I'm affected by the full moon and the new moon, but sometimes like some full moons I'm more affected by than others. Is it because of my sign that is?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of considerations into that. Of course, your own astrology, but really just like, let's say it's a lunar eclipse full moon. We'll use Donald Trump for example.
Those
he was
are
born
crazy.
on the exact moment of a full moon lunar eclipse.
Oh, that explains all of it.
So exactly, it actually does. His energy is like, it's like such a whoa, because the ancients, people died back in the day when they would see the blocking out of the sun like on a solar eclipse, right? Because imagine like the one we just had here in America on August 21st of 2017, and everybody went and got hotels all along America to see where it would go completely dark in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So imagine being an ancient, you don't know nothing, you're like, is it all over now? You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, some of them are really intense and some of them are, you know, like the ones we just had were pretty intense because the last two full moons were in Libra, which deal with relationships. So relationships right now have been the craziest that we've seen, and we're completing a cycle that happened in 1982, 83, and 84 of Pluto and Saturn, which is finally meeting back up together, and now Capricorn, which is why government and politics is like the new thing. But that cycle took 35 to 37 years, and this double full moon hit these spots.
So what does that mean? We're going to be like in a flow with it, or it's going to be totally different, or what does that mean?
I would say they were coming to the peak of where the last 35 to 37 years has been the weirdest relationship transit of our lives.
That explains all of it!
Our whole life, basically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, existence.
And we're all
No
ready.
wonder!
We're all ready for us to truly partner differently and look at partnership differently.
Hey.
We've had a lot of growing pains, but it's been good though. Because think about relationships pre the 80s. People were still kind of afraid to really be who they were. It was kind of like in the 70s, people kind of like, oh, the Joneses just broke up over there, but yeah, like, you know, and then the 80s come and it's a whole different, like, complete situation.
Yeah.
And so we're at that edge point now of about to see the most beautiful dawn of what relationships can actually be.
So let's talk about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
I'm
go,
so
please.
sorry.
Yes, no, dive in.
So we talk about this all the
Yes,
time.
we do.
We're
There we go.
obsessed with this conversation around
okay.
how we're going to evolve. How do you evolve and have it not be in a confinement, but also have deep intimacy with one person? Like I think that there's like this transition of going from the programming of what we think it should be, but then still desiring that deep intimacy with one person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like structure is so important because without a structure, there is no such thing as a relationship because what is it then, really?
Yeah.
But the whole thing about Libra is balance, right? And so what it's been actually doing is through these relationships we've all been going through, it's been having us look at ourselves so intensely to see what really is in alignment with who I am individually. And a lot of people get really caught up into the attachment of somebody or like ownership of
Totally.
people. And this has been really about aligning with who is on that same vibration where independently we can stand together, but I'm not like leaning on you and you're not leaning on me, because it's been a lot of that. And the old patriarchal kind of understanding of what a relationship is
Totally.
is so about, okay, this person's leaning on this person and that person's leaning on that person, but there's this individualized form we've had to find in ourselves of true power, which I'd say we all feel now, right? Now imagine how that's all going to start
Ooh,
to
it's
clear
gonna
up
get
in
good
this 2020
now.
coming up in this next decade. But
Finally,
that's
we're
what's
finally
needed.
going to see 2020.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just got chills.
Yeah.
We're that close.
Wow,
So-
we are that close. So tell us about your new app.
Oh yeah, so I've been doing horoscope apps for 4.5 years, like video horoscopes. So actually, you go on my apps and you watch daily video horoscopes, and it's a new app called highvibe.tv because I wanted to expand it with my partner in a bigger way, where we wanted to get more than just astrology, horoscopes, and tarot, but actually go into sexuality, relationship
Love it.
topics. And so it's a full-blown app. We have studios just like this. We record every day. We do live streams, and it's super awesome and fun.
Sounds fun.
It's
And
awesome.
love that.
What about the book magazine?
Yeah, so I came out with a 2019 astrology guide, brought a full-blown 100-page astrology magazine to Target, Walmart, everywhere, Amazon, right next to like People magazine about what's going on in 2019, talking about this relationship stuff, the politics, the individual sun signs. And it was a #1 bestseller this year, which blew my mind out of nowhere.
Amazing.
So do you
So-
consult your astrology guide in order to make decisions? You're like,
You know what's so funny is when you're the one writing it yourself, it's like you already know it in
Okay,
the
you
back of your
remember.
head,
Yeah.
so you're
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, I better pay attention to my book.
Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Tell everyone where they can find and follow your journey as the Leo.
And we
yeah.
have to give a shout out to Sarah Delane. We love
Yep.
you so much. Our common friend here that we're actually meeting after the show.
Yeah. And you can find me at theleoking.com or highvibe.tv, my awesome network, the OTT network.
So awesome.
Fantastic,
Thank you.
man. Thank
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.